So even today, when I'm soaking badam in the night for my son or peeling it for him to eat, it reminds me of ma'am, because I remember the day that she called home and said to my mother that, Kutti ki shakti illa, the kid doesn't have strength to get through the entire thing. So she gave a menu of what was supposed to be fed to me. And badam was part of that, chawanprash and milk and soup and that and this and all. But I remember badam being a very integral part of it and being pampered with all that during that point of time. So I joined ma'am in 1997, and then right from then I was part of her productions, part of her group called Natya Priya. And actually, even before we officially started practice for Arangetram, ma'am had already begun working on me much before. A lot of my group mates or the team that I was dancing with had already finished Arangetram. So she was looking forward to, I knew it was coming, she knew it was coming. So we had started way before actually working on it. If you ask me about that day, I don't remember anything. It's like, it just whooshed past the entire thing from morning to, also it was like a celebration. So you had relatives, you had cousins, you had all these people at home, you were playing. It was not like an exam where you had to go in and do something. So if you ask me specific details about that day, I do not remember. It just went past in a whoosh, and all I know is I enjoyed doing what I did. So I started my performance with Todayam, and then went on to doing a Ganapati Stuti, then went on to a Shlokam, and then did the Alaripu. That was my first item. And I mean, I'm not surprised today that I didn't have the stamina because it was quite a stretch of items that she gave me even after that, which like I said before, I didn't have the confidence I could pull off, but she was sure that I could. I then continued with Jatiswaram in Todi, after which I went to the Varnam, and this Varnam was very special for ma'am also because this was the Varnam done by her first student for her first Arangetram. The Shankarabharanam Varnam was done by Ratna Supriyaka, and after that nobody else had done it. So she loved that Varnam, and she kept telling me that this is what Akka did and I want you to stand up to that. I remember the number of sancharis she gave me in that. I remember this Andal sanchari very clearly and how beautifully she had choreographed it, and even at that point of time how she had said, I'm not going to set it. You're not going to get these many number of avartanams to do it. You do it. We'll follow you. You don't worry about it. And to tell a child of 15, 16 to do that, and I think that makes me the dancer that I am today, because she gave me that leeway and taught me how to do it accordingly. So my second half had a Javali and a Padam. And ma'am was someone who knew how to play with her students' strength. So if you're good at something, she'll make sure that you get something heavy so you can show that off. So she made me do a Javali, which was Samayamide Rara Swami. And today, as a teacher and a choreographer, I wonder if I have the guts to give any of my smaller children who are 14, 15, and give them an item which says, you know, my husband's not at home and you should come. And I don't know, like she didn't have qualms about it, which is so beautiful because it never stopped her from giving us anything. We could carry off everything that she gave. The Shringara in that item is so beautiful. And in fact, everything that I watch in my Arangetram, I cringe, and all of us do. But that item is something that I still enjoy watching because she's worked on it so hard with me and she's enjoyed teaching me that and I've enjoyed learning it, and I think that shows on stage ultimately. It is, I mean, all said and done, Arangetram is an expensive affair and all of us know that. And I remember my father calling me and telling me one day that I hope you know that everything else now after this that you're doing in your life, you have to take care of it on your own because all the money that was kept aside for you is over. You can, you know, fund yourself for college. You can run away and get married. You can do what you want because I don't have money. And that's literally what the Arangetram signifies. It's like a wedding. It's literally a celebration. You have, my relatives had come, my aunts and uncles and everyone's come from around India. There's so much happening. There's shopping, there's everyone excited. There is your, it's literally the feeling of a wedding that happens around. It's something that you have to feel to, you know, get, understand what exactly happened at that point of time. So I absolutely enjoyed that pre-Arangetram phase. So I did the Madhuvanti Tilana, which I recently revisited because I wanted to teach my student exactly what ma'am taught me. And I realized how complicated and how beautifully she's choreographed it. After which I did the Mangalam of Ksheerabdi Kanyaka, and in our heads today Mangalam is coming, doing this, doing Namaskaram and finishing, but her Mangalam was an entire item of, full item of Ksheerabdi Kanyaka that I did at that point of time. So one thing I'll miss the most is the fact that Janvi auntie wasn't there to sing for my Arangetram, and that's something that was a given. It was taken for granted. Janvi auntie would sing for you. But then I think 6 months or a year, almost a year before my Arangetram, she had passed away, and it was a huge blow. Like that's something that you dream about, that Janvi auntie is singing and you're dancing. But that was the first time that we had Nandu singing for dance. He had never sung for dance before that. So we had Nandakumar Unnikrishnan come in, and there was this thin, lean, tall boy who came, who worked really well with ma'am, and I'm glad that he came in and filled the shoes. I had such lovely artists. We had Narasimurthy sir on flute, we had Balu sir on mridangam, I had Chitra auntie on veena, who is, God bless her soul, I mean such a wonderful person, such a wonderful artist. It was beautiful. So as all of us know, Arangetram is literally that first step. And I think as a child who wasn't going for competitions, whose life was inside Natya Priya only, and I was only doing group shows and things like that, it was a confidence booster, because suddenly there I was doing a 2.5-hour performance which people seemed to be liking. And for me, more than anything, the fact that ma'am had that confidence in me and she knew that I could pull it off. Not just in terms of strength and stamina, in terms of doing such a range of items, range of emotions. The fact that and that's something every student wants, that your teacher knows that you can do it and then you get that confidence from there. So I think that taught me a lot. Also, today I think when I do items for my students, I take off from what she gave me in terms of tailor making things for each child. So making sure you play to that person's strength, you understand what that person's strength is. So I think that's something that I inherited from her and learned from her, which I will keep for life.